Now that Donald Trump is officially the 47th president of the United States, the mass deportations are going to begin. That's not hypothetical, that is not hyperbole, that is actually the plan of the administration, according to Donald Trump's own border czar, Tom Homan. In an appearance on Jesse Watters' program this past Friday evening, Homan promised that these mass deportations are going to begin immediately. And then when Jesse Watters asked about some specific plans that have already been leaked, Homan giddily confirmed them. He is so excited about getting all these people out of the country, right? Here's what happened. Homan said that ICE is being told to enforce immigration law without apology. ICE is finally going to go out and do their job. We're going to take the handcuffs off ICE and let them go arrest criminal aliens. And then Watters responded and said, "Am I blowing your cover when I announce that there's going to be a big raid in Chicago on Tuesday? Or do you want people to know maybe they can self-deport?" And Homan said, "There's going to be a big raid all across the country. Chicago's just one of many places. We got 24 field offices across the country. On Tuesday, you're going to expect ICE. ICE is finally going to go out and do their job. We're going to take the handcuffs off ICE and let them go arrest criminal aliens. That's what's going to happen." And then Watters, in a loaded question that he knows is going to get misinformation as a response, said, "What has ICE been doing for the last 4 years?" And Homan says, "They haven't been able to do much because Secretary Mayorkas had new ICE priorities. Get this. Now the Secretary of Homeland Security has told ICE you can't arrest an illegal alien if he's just here illegally. He's got to be convicted of a serious crime or be a national security threat. He told immigration officers not to enforce immigration law. Well, we're telling ICE we're going to enforce immigration law without apology. You're going to concentrate at the worst for public safety threats first, but no one's off the table. If they're in the country illegally, they've got a problem." Here's the problem you have, Mr. Homan. None of that is true. That is not ICE's policy, never has been. Mayorkas did not put that in place. That doesn't exist at all. Deportations have actually increased in the last 4 years under President Biden compared to what they were under Donald Trump. ICE has been doing a better job. They have caught more criminals. They have seized more drugs in the last 4 years than they did at any point in the Trump administration. So right off the bat, everything you're saying that has allegedly happened with ICE is a complete and total fabrication. But here's what you're going to do. Tomorrow, you're going to go out there, as the Wall Street Journal has reported. They're the ones who said that Chicago is going to be raided. You're promising raids all across the country. What you're going to do is immediately create a massive humanitarian and, in case this is your bigger concern, economic crisis for the United States. Not only is this going to immediately sink Donald Trump with the images of these people being pulled out of, restaurants or out of the fields where they're working, that is going to hurt his reputation tremendously within the first 24 hours of his administration. But more importantly, suddenly productivity in these areas will grind to a halt. You will have restaurants that won't have enough people to staff it and they won't be able to open. Suddenly, an immediate cease in income for some of these individuals. Farmers suddenly realize, I got nobody to pick the crops. There have already been multiple stories, one as recently as 3 days ago, of farmers in the United States saying that once these mass deportations happen, I'm screwed. Hey, and get this, they are all self-admitted Trump voters. They voted for this. And they're already saying they're screwed. But they all echo the same thing. Maybe it won't happen, right? It's probably not going to happen. Newt Gingrich last week said it's probably not going to happen. They're literally telling you, the guy in charge of it is like, it's happening. It's happening tomorrow. So get ready, folks. This is not hyperbole again. This is not hypothetical. This is not an exaggeration. It's literally what he's promising to do. So pay attention to what happens tomorrow because that is going to set the tone for the rest of the Trump administration. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.